famous as well as most popular. Construction of it was completed in 1922. However, while this is only an image, the real thing is much larger.
Sitting at a whopping 99 feet tall, 201 feet in width, and 132 feet in length, the Lincoln Memorial sits on the very west end of the National Mall. With its back directly facing the Arlington Memorial Bridge, the Licoln Memorial overlooks the reflection pool that separates it approximately 1 mile in distance from the World War II memorial.
Construction of the monument was completed in 1922 and uses stones from all parts of the country to represent unity. As a matter of fact, the whole reason this monument was built was not only to remember Abraham Lincoln, but also to heal bonds over the Civil War and try to unionize people more, which is why the monument almost never mentions slavery. Because of this fact, this monument has been major points of contention and has been held with a lot of protests in the past. Two notable protests were Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech and Marian Anderson's performance of My Country 'Tis of Thee, after it was banned from the National Opera House because of her race. The monument has several written elements, a part of it, with two being Lincoln's famous speeches, one being the Gettysburg Address, which is meant to depict his strength during the Civil War, and the next one, his second inaugural address, as it was meant to show his compassion for Southerners after the war, as it had just concluded.
The monument can be experienced in many ways. The first is standing right in front of the reflection pool and admiring the memorial from afar. If you'd prefer to be closer to the statue of Lincoln himself, walk up the steps and enter the memorial. Located on the left and right walls within the memorial, you can read two excerpts from Lincoln's addresses highlighting the U.S.'s main values. You can also enjoy the scenery and walk around the base of the memorial.
The monument is a metaphor as it directly references freedom and has many symbols within it, such as on the south wall having a mural entitled Emancipation, which depicts the angel of truth freeing the slaves. And on the north mural entitled Unity, it shows the angel of truth bringing together Northerners and Southerners after the Civil War. It also has 36 columns, which represent 36 states that fought for the Union during the Civil War.
Pathos is very evident within the memorial as it was used to symbolize the values of the United States. Being a nation that to this day claims to preach equality, the memorial serves as a reminder for not only what Lincoln did during his presidency, but also how the U.S. should structure themselves as a nation morally. Seen on the north and south walls of the memorial, the inscriptions of Lincoln's speeches in the Gettysburg Address and his second inaugural address. Ethos is also a part of the memorial, as excerpts were pulled out from two of Lincoln's addresses. Logos is present as the whole memorial serves as a metaphor for freedom and equality, since the U.S. is known to greatly value these two ideas, which were heavily influenced by Abraham Lincoln and his presidency.
The monument is even more effective today than when it was originally created, as it has constantly evolved over time as a platform for protests and to combat injustices, and being able to hold mass gatherings. Because of this, it is more effective as many more people have made their voices heard here and will continue to over time. Okay, so what does the memorial symbolize to you?
Well, it's the history of the United States. You know, it's presidents and people like that, and it represents all the states. If you look up there, you see them all. You know, West Virginia, Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota, Kansas, West Virginia, Nevada, Nebraska, Colorado.
And does the memorial have any special meaning to you?
No. It's just history of the United States.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay, so to you, what does the memorial symbolize?
The memorial is a symbol to the accomplishments of the president, Abraham Lincoln, and what he did to preserve the nation, to bring it into slavery, and to reunite the nation.
Thank you. And are there any special features about the monument, or is there anything hidden that people might not know about?
Well, I would probably point out the 36 columns that circle the memorial. Those represent the 36 states that were in the Union at the time of the Civil War. Above each one of the columns, there is the name of the states that were in the Union at the time of the Civil War, both northern and southern states. So an important concept about that symbolism is it took all the states standing together for our nation to stay together. If the southern states had broken apart from the Union, the memorial, our nation, would have collapsed.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a good day.